Hey, what's up with you guys? It's your girl, Kid. I'm back with a new video. If you are returning, welcome back. So glad to have you. And if you are new here, welcome. I am a real estate investor. And if you're interested in learning more about real estate and like to learn about creative finance strategies and other strategies when it comes to real estate investing, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the like button if you find any value in this content. So today we're going to talk about the most important thing that you want to have in your purchase agreement when it comes to creative financing. Now, say you're in a situation where you want to purchase a piece of property and you have put together your own purchase agreement, or you may have downloaded a purchase agreement from somewhere, or maybe your attorney drafted a purchase agreement for you. You're going to want to make sure that you have this 1 to 2 important words in that agreement, and there's going to be a massive amount of things that you can do with that purchase agreement when it comes to real estate investing and specifically creative financing. So I'm going to show you exactly what those couple of words are, and we're going to get right into it. A standard purchase agreement that you would use in a real estate transaction. Now, I want you to look at this agreement for a second. And obviously, this is a mock agreement. This isn't the purchase agreement that I use personally. It's just an agreement that I put together specifically for this video. And I also want you guys to understand that I am not a legal attorney, and that you should definitely consult with a legal professional before you execute any type of legal binding contract. So regardless of what purchase agreement you use, make sure you have your attorney take a look and just make sure that everything is good for your estate. So looking at this purchase agreement, I mean, it pretty much has everything that you would need to purchase a piece of property. It has the seller's name, the buyer's name, and then obviously it has the address and the purchase price and the closing date. And then at the bottom, you'll see it has a place where you can sign and date this purchase agreement. There is a special words you can add to this purchase agreement to be able to do something very powerful with it. Now, if you were to take this in to a seller and have them sign off on this, and then you sign off on this as well, the only thing you would be able to do with this purchase agreement is buy the property from them. That's all you'd be able to do, because that's what the contract spells out. But with these few specific words we can add to this agreement, you can actually take this purchase agreement and you can sell your rights of this purchase agreement to someone else. For an example, right here I have the purchase price at $100,000. So say I wanted to purchase this property from John Smith for $100,000. But I met Steve Smith, and he's an investor, and he ran his numbers and he decided that, hey, I could buy this property for $150,000 and hold it for myself. Well, if you don't add these specific words into this purchase agreement, you'd never be able to forward these rights over to Steve Smith. But if you add these specific words, you'll be able to assign this agreement from yourself in your LLC, which is 1234 Home Buyers LLC, and you can actually assign it over to Steve Smith. And that's something very powerful, because if you do that, you can make that $50,000 spread in the middle. And all you would have to do is sign over a piece of paper. You wouldn't have to go find any money. You wouldn't have to go raise any capital. You wouldn't have to do any rehabbing. You wouldn't have to do anything but sign your name on a sheet of paper, and you can assign your rights over from 1234 Home Buyers to Steve Smith, and then John Smith will still get his $100,000. Steve Smith will get his property that he wants for $150,000, and then you would make that $50,000 in the middle by assigning your rights of this contract over to Steve Smith. So you're wondering, what are those few words that we can add here? The words that we're going to add here, you're going to want to put them right after your LLC. And it's going to be and or assigns. So what this means is when you get this agreement signed by John Smith and you're buying it through your entity, 1234 Home Buyers LLC, you want to put and or assigns because that means you or someone that you assign it to agrees. And that's very powerful. You can do so many things by adding that simple verbiage to this agreement. Not only can you assign this contract to another buyer, but let's say you're purchasing a property to hold long term, maybe a commercial property or an investment property. And let's say you were getting funds, you initially put it in 1234 Home Buyers, but let's say you were getting a loan. Let's say 1234 Home Buyers already has a loan out and you can't get a loan, but you have another LLC, maybe a sister LLC under maybe a series LLC or something like that, and you wanted to get a loan through a different LLC, you can actually assign this agreement from yourself to your other LLC to be able to do different type of financing and things like that. You also can let's say you want to protect your property and you don't want your property in a specific LLC because it may have your name on the LLC, which is public information, but you want to put the entity but you want to put the property in an entity that's going to cover you and protect your personal name, for things like if someone tried to come sue you or something like that. But let's say you needed to get the funding or something through this specific LLC. So you can sign the initial purchase agreement in this LLC. And then once you get the funds wired over or transferred over, you can go to your title company or to your attorney and actually have them assign the agreement from this LLC to another LLC of yours or a partner. Or it's so many different things that you can do by adding these couple of words into your purchase agreement. So that's all I have for you guys for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are interested in learning more, I do offer a lot of free resources in the description box below. So make sure you check it out and tap in with me there. And you probably can download purchase agreements that I have, rather it be a purchase agreement or an assignment agreement or all different type of goodies that I'm going to make sure I put in the description box just to support you all on your investment journey. So until the next one, guys, peace.